Thank you, Board President Anderson, members of the board, Superintendent Furtick, Cabinet, and members of the community. Good evening. My name is Randy Medina, and I'm the proud president of the Monrovia Teachers Association. I'm here to ask the board to open up the line of communication specifically pertaining to salary. We appreciate the hard work that the district side of the table has done with us in regards to contract work and other concerns that both sides have brought to the table in true fashion of fair and honest interest-based bargaining, or IBB. We have some executive board members, negotiation team members, and site representatives that will be talking here this evening. We are not here to negotiate in public, but what we are here is to inform the public of the interests that are what our interests are in regards to items that are in the contract for which those that we are asking. Salary is only one of them. I have seen a number of things spoken about in social media that is incorrect and that people are misinformed, and we would like to correct that for both of our sakes. We're also going to let the public know about some of the amazing things that our teachers are part of in our schools. We already heard about some of those things this evening. We sometimes don't get to hear or see what the other schools do as teachers and as parents, and we thought it would be nice for people to hear about that. I personally, as athletic director at Clifton Middle School, would like to let the board know that, and the public, that our Lady Cubs soccer team recently won the 210 League Championship, of which we had an undefeated season, playing against teams of La Cañada, South Pasadena, Oak Avenue, which is in Temple City, and San Marino. So one thing about our Lady Cubs and our soccer team is that we will be producing some quality teams moving forward. In short, we want this to be more of a celebration of what goes on in our district and the people that make it happen, the students working with the teachers. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Medina. Ms. Becerra, other items for public comment not on the agenda?
Yes, I would like to call Ryan Menlove to the podium, please.
Good evening, Board President Anderson, members of the board, Superintendent Furtig, Cabinet, community, and everyone out here wearing red shirts. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And for those that are at home and can't see the boardroom full of teachers wearing red shirts in support of educators, thank you very much. At the beginning of the school year, I should mention that my name is Ryan Menlove and I serve as the negotiation chair for the Monrovia Teachers Association. At the beginning of the school year, we sent a letter to the negotiation team for the district, explaining our concerns of falling behind in salary. Throughout the year, we made no progress in negotiating with the district. To follow up, we decided that we would then address the board in a letter, which you have all received a few weeks ago. It was given to us through the proper channels that the district or the board is still not interested in discussing salary with us. And so we decided as an executive board and a negotiation team to share this letter with you publicly and with the community publicly. So that way when they see us here tonight, when they see us at the street fair, when they see us outside the schools, before school and after school, they will understand what our concerns are. So I'd like to read this letter to you this evening so that everyone is aware what the board is already aware of. So I'm going to read, forgive me for reading this letter. It is dated February 23rd, 2024. Monrovia Board of Education. We would first like to express our appreciation for the tremendous amount of hard work and countless hours the board puts into leading this school district. We know that you have to make very difficult decisions, and at times your decisions are met with more criticism than support. We are grateful for your willingness to make these hard decisions for the benefit of us all. The Monrovia Teachers Association would like to share our concerns with you about teacher compensation, including our salary and benefits. We are here to draw attention to the fact that our compensation is well below that of our counterparts working in comparable districts in our area. We have a state budget for the 23-24 school year that includes a cost of living adjustment, a COLA, of 8.22%. The COLA is one of the components of our yearly negotiations between the district and the Monrovia Teachers Association. And this year, we have yet to reach a settlement for a variety of reasons. This 8.22% is ongoing, not just one-time money. Yet in spite of one of the largest COLAs in years, we are being asked to wait. Meanwhile, we have seen many negotiations come to a settlement in our neighboring districts, and this causes us to fall even further behind our colleagues. On average, our compensation includes salary and benefits is 6.72% below these districts based on last year's numbers, and we will fall even further behind these districts without a competitive settlement agreement this year. Because of this, the district has seen some of our best teachers, administrators, and other staff leave to go find employment elsewhere, and our students are worse off for it. And I will take a side note here. It is well aware that Arcadia and other districts are headhunting our own members, especially in our Mandarin program, as they are exploring creating a Mandarin program themselves. And so I'm concerned that the loss of teachers will only continue.
Mr. Menlove, I'm so sorry. The 3 minutes timer has rung.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. The Monrovia Teachers Union calls on the Board of Education to take action again to address this concern, to close the gap in compensation we see between us and teachers in sister districts, and to show our staff how much they are valued. Students thrive when educators thrive, and educators thrive when their leaders value their hard work and dedication and are committed to doing what it takes for them to be competitive and supportive. We want to give students the best, and it is hard to put on a happy face and provide our best when we don't feel valued. MTA previously brought these concerns to negotiations beginning of the school year and have not had any meaningful negotiations around salary since. Instead, the suggestion by the district was for us to wait until the governor's May revision for next year's budget in order to work out the settlement for our current year. The lack of progress this year has been discouraging to our membership and conveys an ambivalence towards teachers that is disheartening. We have asked our members to trust the negotiation process for long enough, and the month-to-month meetings have not produced what we have expected for teachers. Our teachers need to see decisive action that will bring us quickly to a settlement this year. And I'm concluding. We understand that cuts need to be made due to a number of reasons out of our control, such as declining enrollment. But it is also clear that some of these cuts need to be made because we have created too many positions and programs not supported by districts of our size because they are not tenable. The poor decisions of the past cannot be solved at the expense of our teachers. The current COLA is more than enough to provide a competitive salary increase even in light of declining enrollment. Yes, we are aware that cuts need to be made and they will hurt. Things like failing to create a dual immersion school years ago have created the situation we are in now. It is time that we right the ship and do what is necessary for Monrovia students. They deserve better. We are ready to work shoulder to shoulder, and we do mean this. We are ready to work shoulder to shoulder with the Board of Education and our district counterparts to negotiate a fair settlement that reflects the value of Monrovia Unified has in its teachers. We ask that the board take concrete steps that will help us reach our mutual goal of a fair settlement that includes money from the highest ever COLA offered by the state of California. Sincerely, the Monrovia Teachers Association. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Minlove. Ms. Becerra, are there any other items for public comment not on the agenda?
Yes, I would like to call Shannon Varner to the podium, please.
Thank you, Board President Anderson, members of the board, Superintendent Fertig, Cabinet, and members of the community. Hello, I'm Shannon Varner, former Teacher of the Year 2014-2015. I'm the inaugural TK teacher, and I've served here in Monrovia since the year 2000. Although, as MTA members and chosen representatives, we have concerns and collaborative contributions to share, tonight I've been tasked to speak about some of the things we dedicate our hard work, professional focuses, and our personal time to support our community. First of all, our members wanted you to know that Plymouth is the type of school that many educators join and choose to serve through retirement. The way we bond, support, even disagree, builds lasting relationships that are often felt and commented on by administrators, visitors, families, colleagues, and even students. This has been a reoccurrence for many years. Our staff generated some points we would like to reflect positively on the meaningful and authentic work that goes on in our collaborative community. In times of declining enrollment, we are proud of our increased growth. We went from 410 students to 537, an increase of 127 in 6 years. That's 4.5 classes of students. We have amazing educational opportunities for all. The TK through 5th grade Mandarin program, the TK through 5th grade English language program. We've got responsive classroom and capturing kids' hearts, trained staff, and social contracts being implemented. We studied cognitively guided instruction, and we have Coats and alumni with continuing trainings and Coats and support opportunities that benefit our classrooms. We have amazing opportunities for students. We have K-Kids, we have Femineers, Renaissance, before and after school tutoring, Parker Anderson classes, and we have an outstanding makerspace. We have amazing collaborations. We have strong community partnerships, our family engagement nights, and our opportunities for further learning. We have a dynamic, involved PTA. We have family nights, multicultural nights, lion dancing, learning groups, math nights, social emotional learning workshops with parents, and an amazing spring carnival. We are student-centered. We support problem solving and a growth mindset. We believe in play and fun in lifelong learning. We recognize and celebrate student growth and achievement. We value our students, our families, and each other. We are Plymouth. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Varner. Ms. Becerra, do we have other items for public comment not on the agenda?
Yes, I would like to call Josh Zeman to the podium, please.
Oh, thank you, Board President Anderson, members of the board, Superintendent Fertig, cabinet, members of the community, and my fellow teachers. I come to you today as a teacher and a parent. I've been teaching in this district for 10 years. I've seen a lot of stuff happen. I've had some of your children in my classes. Even before I taught in this district, I had children of yours in my classes. So I feel like I know a little bit about you, but a little bit about me. I've been here for 10 years. I've been teaching math. I've been teaching science. I have 2 kids. My oldest is 5. He just started at Brad Oaks this year in kindergarten with Mr. Cortez. We're super excited for him. I love being in this district, but I don't live in this district. I live in Azusa. A lot of my new teachers who have been hired in the last 10 years can't live in this district. And so I come to say that I want to live here. I want to invest in Monrovia. I want to stay here long term. But I, as well as some of my other fellow teachers, don't feel like we're being invested in. We don't feel that we're able to actually live in the place that we work. And for some of us, that's hard because it doesn't feel like we're connected to the community as we should be. It doesn't feel like it's as easy to stay after school and do all these kind of events when we have to go our 45-minute drive home in order to pick up our kids before we have to make dinner when we could be here. Choosing between my family and my job is an easy choice, and I don't want to have to. I want Monrovia to be my family. A lot of the teachers who work here are part of my family. I love the teachers of Monrovia, and I don't want to have to give them up. But in my 10 years, I've seen a lot of teachers come and go who were amazing teachers, who would have been perfect here. But unfortunately, because of financial situations, because of various factors out of our control, they were unable to stay. So they had to move on. And I know a lot of teachers who don't want to move on. We want to be here. We love Monrovia. But we need to feel like you're going to invest in us. We've invested in programs, and we've invested in infrastructure, and we've invested in students. But it doesn't feel like you've invested in teachers as much as you have invested in everything else. So just as a parent who wants to have their kids go through this district, and as a teacher who wants to stay in this district, I really strongly encourage you to consider investing in us first. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zeman. Ms. Becerra, do we have any other items for public comment not on the agenda?
Yes, I would like to call Natalie Harrison to the podium, please.
Good evening. Thank you, Board President Anderson, members of the board, Superintendent Fertig, cabinet, and members of the community. My name is Natalie Harrison. I've been in this district for 23 years. This is the first time I've ever done this, but I felt so compelled by the fact of what I had heard tonight from that letter. I have taught many of your children, and I've had the privilege to do that. I currently am teaching one of your children. I believe, as I was sitting here tonight and I had my list of accomplishments that have happened, I heard all of the accomplishments that were shared tonight, and all of that begins with one thing, and that is us teachers. Everything that you presented tonight, everything that you showed, started with us. Jade Towns going to Kyle State Long Beach started with us. The wonderful open house you saw started with us. It all starts with us, and we feel that we are being not invested in at all. In the 23 years I have been in this district, I have watched peanuts be given to us except on one occasion. And we need to be invested in first. At the high school, we have so many accomplishments. We have a debate team that is led by a teacher, Mr. Equals, that spends countless, yes, you'll be honoring him, I believe, next month. And his debate team, he spends countless hours of his own time dedicated to those kids that are now going on to colleges and universities. And he deserves an investment in too. We have this amazing Lady Cat soccer team coached by Mr. Cuellar, who spends countless hours as a math teacher. That is his first and foremost job, that he then puts in countless hours on that soccer field for our team. We have an amazing cheer coach. We have an amazing robotics teacher who, when I went on the campus on Saturday, it was full of all of these kids. That is his efforts, his own efforts to do that. We heard about our astronomy program that was brought back to life by Mr. Traeger. We have thriving Massa Academy, Humanities Academy. Our AP scores are so high that we were nationally recognized. It's one of the few areas that we are at pre-pandemic areas. And as an AP teacher, countless hours are spent on our children, your children, to make sure that they are getting what they need. We have amazing programs. And I, for one, I'm not here. I didn't come into teaching to make millions of dollars, but I did come into teaching to feel like that I'm valued and I'm appreciated and I'm heard and I'm seen, and I do not feel that way, and neither do these people in this audience and the countless people that are in these classrooms right now. So your children thrive. The children of Monrovia thrive because of the time and the effort and care that we put in, and we just want to feel like our efforts are acknowledged. We are one of the lowest paid districts in the area. We have been the lowest paid district in the area for years, and we have watched countless good, wonderful teachers leave because we are not paid. And you will watch more teachers go, including veterans, who are going to get paid more if they leave this district. And we have to think about ourselves during these horrible financial times. I want to thank you for trusting us, trusting me to educate your children and to guide the children of Monrovia. And I please ask that you do not ignore us as you make these tough decisions and think of who needs to come first. Thank you.